I love backgrounds. They are beautiful, they're fabulous, they're satisfying, and most importantly, they are a work of art. Backgrounds are so beloved because they add to the storytelling, enhance the composition, and give context of the timeline and complement the subjects in the drawing. Oh, and they're very long to draw. Like, very long. I have a love-hate relationship with backgrounds because I was never good at drawing them. Plus I'm lazy and they just be taking so long. So I want to talk a little bit about backgrounds and my problem with them, and also tell you why they're great. Alright, so the first one we're going to talk about is storytelling. Honestly, if you don't know this, you might as well just do AI art. Backgrounds and characters may be two totally different things, and you might be thinking,
Gah, they don't need to match. All I need to do is just have a good background and I'll be good. Yeah, this is not what I was hoping for.
While backgrounds and characters are different, the story both of them have has to match in unison. Imagine a knight and imagine a tombstone. Now imagine a knight in front of a tombstone with a background straight out of Fairly Odd Parents. And there you have it, you have your wonderful background there. Never mind the colors not matching. Two stories are obviously fighting each other like in WWE. Although I don't think that makes sense, but you kind of get the point. If you want to tell the audience that the knight is a medieval knight, a background of Wakanda is not going to make sense. This is because backgrounds add to characters' information. You can tell that a character like Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen is evil based on how his benevolent shrine in his domain expansion looks like. The whole dark shrine in his domain expansion, the dark red and black sky. Oh yeah. This tells me that this guy is evil. Certain things and objects from different timelines have an effect of how you can tell the story. If your story is based off of like in the 1930s, then you have to have objects and you have to have surroundings and backgrounds that are obviously from the 1930s so that you can sell the storytelling. And that's why a character like Sukuna has a lot of skeletons and bones around his malevolent shrine and his shrine itself. It tells us that he is an evil being from way long ago, at least 1,000 years ago. The next thing I'm going to talk about is creating mood and tone. Now this can be a combination of objects and colors. Now I'm not gonna talk about color theory, that's a topic that even I don't understand, and I'm an idiot. A dark and pale background can tell the viewer that this place is eerie or run down, like a cemetery shrouded in the mist at night. And after that, bro, I'm dipping, I ain't staying here. If you end up doing this right, you can have a background that looks pretty dang good. Do it wrong, and I'm bringing Diddy with me to your crib. Choosing the right colors for your backgrounds will create the mood and set the tone of your work. And for all you digital artists saying,
I'll just choose normal colors, then paint on top of the drawing and change the blending options.
Then bro, just shut up. What if your computer is having a bad tech day and you have to color on paper? You're gonna be using blending options there? I prefer choosing the colors on my own rather than relying on blending options. I only use it for lighting, but that's it. Only because blending options don't really give out the results I wanted, though usually you can do this by looking at references. That helps a lot. Alright, the next thing we're gonna talk about is composition and depth. Now be careful with this one. Just because backgrounds can help doesn't mean that they can't fail either, even if you got the colors right and the mood correct. They can still fail. Now I'm gonna be honest, I barely think about composition when I'm planning. I just usually go by instincts and I also look at references. But if you can't do that, the best thing for you is just to learn compositions and learn about perspectives. All backgrounds in art follow perspective. The box in the corner there, yeah, that's in perspective. The computer on the table there, yeah, that's in perspective. The poster of your favorite anime on the wall there, yeah, that's in perspective too. And this is the first thing. The second thing is how objects in the far back kind of fade away and blend in with the sky to make it look like they're far away. I think this is what you call atmospheric pressure or something like that. I don't know, bro. And once again, looking at references usually helps out. And if you're not looking at references, you may end up get something that looks straight out of 7 Deadly Frames. And honestly, I love backgrounds, but when it comes to backgrounds, they are a little bit more complicated to learn than anatomy or drawing characters. So why do I have a love-hate relationship with backgrounds? Well, they just be taking time. Aside from that, I kind of suck on them. To be fair, I have not drawn backgrounds a lot, but I have started lately in 2025. And my plan is to draw more backgrounds this year so that I can improve my background game. Plus, they've been fun lately. but they're still complicated. I'm a novice in drawing backgrounds, but I love them, so I want to get better at drawing them, but they do be taking a lot of time. And usually I have to find a few shortcuts here and there that can help me a little bit. And I already have knowledge about perspective since high school. I learned engineering and graphic design. That's a subject in South Africa. And honestly, without learning that, I would have had a little bit of a more complicated time drawing backgrounds right now, or even just learning them. So yeah, in conclusion, go touch some grass. All right, later.